Hi everyone. I wanted to jump in today and talk to you guys about the 4-month sleep regression. It's obviously something that I get asked about a lot, Most of my, good 50% of my clients would have a problem with this 4-month sleep regression. And I just wanted to kind of chat to you about it so you have an understanding about what it is, because you hear all sorts of things out there and I think sometimes it's not really accurate what you're hearing, and I just wanted to demystify it for you. I had a mum call me last week and she just said, Emma, this is such a common call too. My baby used to be the best sleeper. She was the best newborn sleeper. She was sleeping through by 6 weeks. She's never given us any trouble. People were so envious of her, and now she's 16 weeks old and we can't work out what's going on with her. It's just, we don't even recognize our own baby. She's catnapping all day. She's waking up 4 or 5 times a night. I've been trying to leave her, but then I'm worried that she's not feeling well. So I've been going in to check her and just patting her back to sleep. But then I think this morning she was a little bit whingy and she hadn't slept that well last night, and I was checking in her mouth and I think she might be teething, so it could be that. What's your opinion? What do you think about this? Now, this is something that is so common because you might have had a newborn that's sleeping awesomely or, okay. And so often people, they get to about 4 months and the regression can happen a little bit earlier, say 3 months, and a little bit later at 5 months, but we'll just talk about it in the context of 4 months, which is the average time. And parents will think, oh, it's because my baby's not feeling well, or they're sick, or they're catching something, or they're teething is a really big common one. They're hungry. They think they're hungry, so they go in and start feeding them more. And it's really none of those things. It is just that your baby is irritable and overtired because of this regression in their sleep. But it's not all doom and gloom. All right, guys, it's not all doom and gloom, because it is actually a progression in their brain development. They are growing and developing their brains exactly as they should. So that's awesome. And they've just gone from this newborn kind of sleep phases, which are really kind of long and unstructured, to more adult-like sleep structure. So the sleep cycles really are now what we do in our sleep, which is, we go into a sort of a light phase sleep, down into deeper sleep, cycle back up again through light phase sleep, into REM sleep, the dreaming sleep, have a tiny little bit of a wake up period. And in that time, we might not even remember it. We might roll over and go back to sleep, rearrange our pillow or something. We have many wake ups overnight that most of the time we don't even remember. Sometimes we do remember them. But that's happening to your baby now. So that is completely normal. In the case of a well-rested baby, this won't be a big deal. And a baby that's always sort of had some self-settling skills, they will just wake up after that sleep cycle, wriggle around a bit, close their eyes and go back off to sleep. Or just really, wake up to a state of drowsy and then drift off back to sleep. That's great. But an overtired baby, what happens is, the sleep's sort of breaking down, and mum will go in, or dad or whoever, and just start intervening a little bit because they're thinking that they're teething or they're thinking that they're not well. So they start patting them back to sleep. And then that goes on for sort of a week or so, and that worked for a while, but then it's not working so much and they start to think, oh, maybe they're just hungry. Maybe they're having a growth spurt. I'll feed them. So they start feeding them in the middle of the night. And then this feeding, it's a slow creep of associations. This feeding becomes an issue overnight, and they need to, after every sleep cycle that they wake up, they're getting fed back to sleep. Before you know it, it's creating an association there. Sometimes it's just that you've got a bub that's always relied on you to get back to sleep. You've always fed your baby to sleep, rocked them to sleep, held them to sleep, bounced them to sleep. And they are going to be looking for that exact same association and your help and your intervention. When they wake up from that structured sleep cycle now, they're looking out for you to get them back to sleep. They need your help because that's all they've ever known. All right. So that is the 4-month sleep cycle, guys, in a nutshell. It's a progression rather than a regression, but it can certainly regress their sleep if they don't have some independent settling skills. Now, also when you, what you can do about this is just be conscious that they're going to be super tired. They're going to be super tired throughout this phase. So throw in an extra nap if you need to. Get them into bed on time for their naps. Don't sort of have them out and about. Be really conscious that they need to be home in their own environment, in this beautiful dark bedroom to be napping. Get them into bed earlier if you need to sort of overcompensate for this overtiredness. All of that can help, but if at the end of the day that's not working and they do have some sleep associations involved, you may have to get some help to wean them off that. All right, guys, I hope that's helped. If you or anyone you know is having this 4-month sleep regression issue in their lives and is getting no sleep, please share this video if you think it could be helpful for other people and they need to hear this information. I'm here to help. Jump on my website at afterthestalk.com.au and there's a free 15-minute consultation that I do, and we can just chat it through, no obligation, just chat it through and see if some help might be appropriate for your baby. I'm here to help you. Okay, see you.